Ah, that's way better. No sign of Detective Cross. What's the plan now? They're just lying there. At least throw a blanket over him. Maybe he's just sleeping. Has anyone actually ever tried? You know, like his heart rate or anything? 432 objects. Sounds like 432 more puzzles. Yeah, one step ahead of me. Understood, I'll scan the room. Well, let's see. Murder mystery. I know, he got killed by paperwork. Alright. 151, that's not that helpful. Well, it is, kinda. You know that we are gonna be somewhere over here, right? One gap this, or one gap, and then we need to start 5 here. Alright, so we got these 4, 6, and 1 is 7. So again, let's say that we start 1 here. Then we can do a bunch of gaps, but these are always going to be filled no matter what. Yes. Now you get 7, so there's gonna be at least like this. Alright, what do we have over here? Well, now I've done this. This is a wee bit more complicated. I already started these 2s here. Well, there are gaps around these. I'm not sure about gaps here. Well, in that case, yeah, there is a gap, which means that we are gonna do 5 over here. Let's go. No, we still don't know this. Alright, we got 3 and 4. I'm pretty sure that we are guaranteed 3 gap 1, 2, 3, 4. We are guaranteed to have these here. Here's gap, here's gap. Sweet. Yeah, anything new here? Aye. There's gonna be a gap, and here's gonna be a gap. And here, and here, and here, and here. Kinda started here. Can still have 2 gap and 2, so that's not helpful. Well, nothing is gonna be over here now. Now we cannot have 4 over here. Yeah. Here's 4, here is 2. Bam, bam. I can have 3 gap and 3. I can never have anything here, which means I cannot have ever anything here. Gonna be something like this. Now, I need to place the one either here or over here, but I don't know yet. Well, there's a gap. Well, now I know that 4s are gonna be at least like this. Means that here's a 2, this is done. This is also done. 1 and 2 is gonna be either like this or that. Well, now we know this 6, yes. And this row is completed. Now there's gap here. There's gotta be the 3. 1 can still be anywhere. That's 1, 1. It can still be over here or here. Actually, no, 4, so yeah, we are done. And we are done here. Still not sure about these two. Well, this is done. One. Nothing can be over here. Yeah. Oh, 3. So nothing can be here. Or here, let's go. Bam. Oh no. No, it's like this. Wow. Found a medical report. Oh no, what do you have? Still just exquisite detectives. This is the... no. This is the medical examiner's report. Detective Cross must have called someone in to check the body. Use this in murder mystery when we need to know the basics about a murder. You know, cause of death, time of death. Basically stuff related to death. People were murdered on your TV show? Exclamation mark. Question mark. Well, yeah, it's literally in the title. I didn't realize. I thought you said you were innocent. No one actually dies on the show, Scout. They're just acting. Acting. I see, the show wasn't real. You're just pretending to be an actress. Burn. Cause of death. Blunt force trauma to the head. Just like the detective said. Time of death, approximately 4:30 p.m. Where was I at 4:30 p.m.? According to my internal chronometer, that's when we met in the parking lot. Of course, Scout. I think I just found my alibi. Well, I think that you just lost your alibi. Miss Mizrahi? What are you doing in here? Did it have the same sound as the Zoom? Or maybe just played a sound and I didn't notice. Ah! Why is he doing it? Looks like it's a bit delayed in chat. Miss Mizrahi, what are you doing in here? Now let's talk to Bill. You really shouldn't be in here, Miss Mizrahi. You're going to get yourself arrested. Are you still doing the Zoom? I couldn't stay in that break room. I know I shouldn't be here, Bill, but I couldn't stay in that break room. How do you even get out? I thought Detective Cross locked the door. I crawled out through the ventilation system with a little help from Scout here. I am Scout. Hi. And what is a flying fax machine? It's a robot of some kind. We haven't had much of a chance to get to know each other yet. Scout, this is Bill. He's the studio's one-man security team. Well, and he's doing a fine job. Yeah. Just doing macaroni at school? Well, don't need it. Bill, I've got to prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill Blake. Can you help? Can I do anything to help you out, Miss Mizrahi? I don't want to get in trouble. Of course. What have you been doing since Detective Cross arrived? You put me in charge of guarding the crime scene. He's got a lot to do, so I'm supposed to make sure no one gets in here or touches anything. And you're doing a hell of a job, Bill, again. You didn't touch anything, did you? Who, me? Of course not. You've got nothing to worry about. What about the medical examiner's report? You were reading it just a minute ago, did you forget? Such a snitch, that robot. Now I know why someone threw it away. The report? Oh geez, that's super important. I'm gonna be in so much trouble if Detective Cross hears about it. Well, let's make a deal, shall we? Hi, you and Detective Cross. He's kind of scary. I told him I like his badge and he towered over me like some kind of enormous angry telephone pole. I swear, he looks twice as big up close. That's what usually happens when you get closer to people. Just stood there frowning at me, felt like hours. Then he pointed at my tie and said it was unprofessional. Because it's too short. You know who wears it like this? Trump. Actually, he wears it super long. I like this tie. Yeah? You're a smart cookie, Miss Mizrahi. But she will let the detective do his job? Yeah, we are just detectives. Serious evidence. Well, we've got an apple. There is no more serious evidence. It's like, maybe the apple was poisoned. Yeah, and then he hit himself with the apple. Wow. It's like being on a Big Brother. Typical management, I'm telling you. There's CCTV outside. Sure. Yeah, because they can say when someone was murdered with a precision on a minute. Well, in theory, but you need my fingerprint to open the secret office door, and I'm supposed to stay here and guard the crime scene. No problem. Do you have a knife on you? Guard it from who? Everyone else is locked in the break room. Well, except for you, right? Yeah, he's a Death Star. Let's go get a tape. I hope he gets the right tape. Well, for someone called Honor, she lies quite a lot. Okay, I hope that the prong sound is not gonna stop. This is really confusing. I think that is the same sound loop that I'm using on the Zoom. My first real crime scene. It's nothing like I imagined. Yeah. We should have known that you are gonna solve the murder through a power of Sudoku. Oh. Jesus! Detective Frost will do just fine, thanks. Ho ho ho. You want to give me an explanation or shall I skip straight to the handcuffs? I can't wait to see how you're gonna try and talk your way out of this. Okay, I can explain everything. How do you even get in here? Through the air vent. The air vent? Who do you think you are, John McClane? Actually, MacGyver. Maybe if you hadn't locked us in the break room, I could have used the door like a normal person. Oh really? My apologies. I didn't realize I should have made it easier for you to go tamper with a crime scene. I realize this looks bad, but I got sick of waiting around. You haven't even taken out death statements yet. This is real life, not some 2-bit TV show. Good police work takes time. I'm just trying to find some way to prove I didn't kill Blake. He was my friend. Why do I always put a friend in italics? Any thought breaking into the crime scene was going to help your case? Actually it did. There's a solid proof I didn't do it. Bill's just gone to get the security tapes. I was beginning to wonder where he had gone. Maybe you convinced him to leave so you could screw around with the real evidence. You'll see once he gets back. You just have to trust me. Trust doesn't get you very far in my line of work. Have any leads? Real police work is in a game. Yada yada. Haha, nice. A death ray. Just kidding, detective. Discovering security photography evidence collection. So I'm a little understaffed, nothing I can handle. Well, As on every proper TV show, you need a sidekick. Usually one that is kind of silly and rogue. You know, glass cannon. Central screwing me around again, but it won't work. I might be old, but I'm not getting pushed into a desk job yet. It takes as long as it takes, and that's the end of it. Detective Cross, this is Scout. Looks like something out of Buck Rogers. Are you a real detective? Can you help me find my creator? You'd better get this flying toaster out of my face before things get ugly. Scout, maybe you should leave the nice detective alone. What nice detective? Alright, Ms. Rahi. I think it's time we move this conversation down to the precinct, don't you? I got it, Honor. I found a security tape. Nice of you to join us. Detective Cross, oh geez, what a pleasant surprise. Maybe I'm getting forgetful in my old age, but didn't I tell you to guard this room? I am guarding the room. I just had to go and... Care to explain how Miss Marple over here managed to get in? You said to make sure nobody got through that door. Well, we didn't say anything about Aaron. Galaxy Brain. So you wandered off and left a murder suspect at the scene of the crime? Alone? With all the evidence? Well, we've got a death ray thing over here. I only went to check CCTV system. Would have been back sooner, but I had to take the darn thing apart to get at the tape. You didn't just press the eject button? There's an eject button? Oof. This is exactly like how I feel when I say oof. So what do you say, detective? Care to see my evidence? You've got 5 minutes. After that, I'm taking you downtown. You know, there's always a threat. To downtown. Before I knew what downtown meant, I thought it was kind of like the sketchiest place in the city. I mean, cities like Seattle is actually really sketchy, but not all the time. Or not everywhere. That's all I need. Scout, can you scan this? Let's go, let's do some puzzles. Yeah, this is 8, so... Pretty much have to do it like this, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. Yeah, I think that in like most large cities, it really is sketchy, right? Alright, we gotta do 8, so these are pretty much taken. And this one is gonna be taken too, because we cannot do just 2 blank, 1 blank, 2 blank. Yeah. It's gonna be 2 blank. Well, anyway, this is filled, so this is a done deal. Alright. Can be either 8 or it can be 8 like this. But then again, this is gonna be 2. So we are done here. This is 2 and this is 2. There's gap, there's gap. So it can be anywhere. Now, it's gonna be here or there. This is all of these stands. My first trip to the United States, like, it's taking a train from the airport. And it was like way after midnight, and I was walking through the downtown. I was like, hey, I want to see the city, right? It's my first time. It's my first time in the city, so let's see like what it looks like. I was in Seattle. It's kind of sketchy place in downtown, but it turned out well. Like nothing happened. That was fine. There's gotta be 1. And my biggest impression was when I was walking by some manhole and there was steam coming out of it, you know, like in the movies or in the TV shows. As it's pretty cool. Like, wow, now this is United States of America. I was just like, I had work somewhat nearby, so I figured that, hey, since I'm gonna be on the West Coast, why don't I go to Seattle? Yeah. I know it's kind of random. How do we do that? We've got 1 here. Can we do 1? Yeah, okay. No. We do 1, If you do one blank, so there is gonna be... Well, we still don't know where the blanks are. Anywho, we've got 2 and we've got 4, so this is gonna be over here either way. 1. We'll get 2 and again 4. Just one over here. This is empty. Yeah, I know, that's not the first place that comes to mind. Who knows, maybe I'm a huge fan of Sleepless in Seattle. We're done. I really gotta say, I've never seen steaming manholes anywhere else in the world. I even took a photo of them. Like, yo, check this out. They didn't lie. Also, one of the first trips to New York City, we get out of the subway and we were working somewhere in downtown. We cannot walk even like more than 10 meters away from the subway station and we see some homeless person just being on the street. Oi, what are we looking at? This is the security footage of the parking lot earlier this afternoon. Look, there's Bill. Who's that in the background? Looks like they've got spray cans. You got a problem with vandals around here, Bill? Them? No, they're just contractors. We got a lot around here. They're not contractors, they are kids. You've got skateboards, for God's sakes. Didn't you say you were looking for kids doing graffiti earlier, Bill? Oh, jeez. As enlightening as this is for some of us, I don't see how it proves anything useful. I'm getting to that, detective. Well, can you fast forward to about 4:30 p.m.? Oh, no, it's gonna break. Oh, cool. There, that's it. See, that's me, standing by my car. I spoke to Bill, then Scout. Okay, you were in a parking lot, so what? Blake was already dead. He died around 4:30 p.m. and the CCTV footage clearly shows I was in the parking lot. Well, I'll be damned. Not bad for a TV detective, huh? Ah, don't get too cocky. No, I guess not. Now if I can just get you to write off blah blah. Wait a second. How do you know the time of death? Oh gee. Bill, did you let her read a medical report? Define let someone do something? Yeah, but seeing a homeless person peeing on a street still doesn't trump me just walking through downtown Seattle and getting flashed from middle of the body down by some nice person on a 3rd or 4th Avenue. Oh, lovely. Listen up, everyone. I'll need to keep you here for a little longer. Please, detective. I spent the last 20 minutes trying to get John and Becky to stop arguing. I'd have more luck sorting out the Middle East. Oof. Bruh. If you need something to keep you occupied, start working on those statements. What about me? Can I help out some other way? Scout could... Listen, Nancy Drew, you got lucky with that CCTV, but it was all it was, luck. Now go home and let the professionals handle this. What was the problem? The Golden Girls already solved that problem. Problem with the statement? Trying to remember, I've seen a bunch of episodes of Golden Girls. It's a pretty good show. Hey, how come that she gets to go home? She could be the murderer. I've seen evidence that proves otherwise. Alright, the past is Greenland. I don't think I've seen that episode. Only thing she's guilty of is being a pain in my butt. You can't keep me locked out in here. What if I'm next? And also, I am a socialite and I get to socialize later tonight. Don't worry, babe. If anyone tries to anything, I'll whack him up with one of my dumbbells. And he's talking about his head. You brought dumbbells with you on a job? You never know when you're gonna find a spare 5 minutes to work up a sweat. Know what I mean? Yeah. A reclusive nun would get what you mean. And even she'd think 5 minutes. Hang on. Hey, yo. We are not talking about that. We are talking about workout. What are you trying to imply here? Wait, they just find Becky funny? Detective, I'm begging you. You got to let us out of here. I'm going stir crazy. Oh. Fine. You can leave the goddamn room. Just stay inside the studio grounds, okay? I mean it. Any of you try anything? Likely. Quick question. How cute is this theoretical patrol man? How good is his credit? Does he get on well with his mother? You don't have to imply that. As for you, go home. Go big or go home. Just for the record, you guys are all crazy. I'm putting that in my report. Praise the goddess, we're free-ish. Guess I should go home now, like he said. Don't feel bad, babe. You earned it. You said you were gonna prove yourself innocent and you went out and did it. I did, didn't I? So what are you waiting for? You're free to go. Uh-oh. You've got a look on your face. Boo, what you gonna do? Don't think you can hide it from me, missy. I know that look. There's the honor Mizrahi something. It's just, I got myself out of trouble. But what about you guys? What about Blake? My friend, Blake. He gave me a big break. I wouldn't even be here without him. He wasn't just my boss, he was my friend. Where's the italics? Right up until he fired you. But that's just it. It doesn't make any sense. All I could think of at the time was how angry I was, but looking back, he was so nervous. I think that he fired her because he didn't want to get me too, and he wanted to have a relationship with that woman. You've been playing a detective too long, babe. You're starting to sound like one. It's not just me, there's something else going on. I can't just leave. If you want to keep investigating Honor, I'm here to help. Yeah, I really think that a creepy fan was more of a fan of Honor. Because Honor was carrying the whole show. You may not be a real detective, but maybe that's okay. Maybe what I really need is a partner. I'm good at finding things, but I'm no good with people. But you convince Bill to help you. You prove your innocence to Detective Cross. So maybe I don't need a real detective after all, because together we can solve anything. If you want to try, that is. Why not? I think I'm getting to like having you around anyway. How about you, KC? Will you help me to look into it? Absolutely! You know I've got your back. But can I pop to the loo first? I've needed to go for hours and I'm genuinely scared something is about to burst. There's some pipes that are about to burst. He's fun to talk to, let's question him. Well, look who it is. The lady that's putting the heel into Gumshoe. Oh, I haven't heard that one. That one needs a bit of work, but you get the idea. I should introduce Scout. A new sidekick? Are you trying to make me jealous? I am Scout. He's some kind of investigation robot, we think? Sounds complicated. Yeah, it's probably easier if you don't try and explain it. Well, any friend of Honor's is a friend of mine. Nice to meet you, Scout. Yeah, who killed him? Obviously, we can discount ourselves. That only leaves Becky, Talia, and John. Don't forget Bill. Oh, don't forget Bill. There's no way Bill is involved. He wouldn't hurt a fly. You're right. I don't think he could plan a murder even if he wanted to. Last week I saw him getting startled by his own reflection. Don't be mean. He's got a good heart. Well, does he? He looks like maybe his heart is about to pop too. Did I say he didn't? You can have a good heart and no brain. He's living proof. And you're proof that someone can have neither. Oh ho 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 ho! Are you a Santa Claus? What about Becky? The girl can hold a grudge better than Joan and Beth put together. And she wasn't exactly on good terms with Blake too. Right, something about a contract disagreement? Don't suppose you heard any details through the gossip grapevine? As usual, she thinks she's not getting enough recognition. Heard she was demanding $100,000 for marketing. It's not so bad. The show could always... Not for the show, for herself. You know, feature articles, billboards, the cover of Celeb Life magazine. The Starshine Awards are coming up and she's determined to win Best Actress this year. Does she really think she can force out something to the shortlist through advertising? Well, that's how marketing works. That's Becky. But Blake was having none of it. She's been trying to win that award for years. She's so desperate. Who knows what she might resort to? Oh yeah, let's talk about John. He's a funnel. That weirdo with a bomb bag? 3 out of 10 tops. Fine. Well, there are fans and then there are fans. Like a girl we met outside the studio last year. She was intense. Like, you need to radiate and get all misery on your butt. Intense. How could I forget? She tried to cut off some of my hair. I'm not sure if John is in the same league of crazy, but don't you think it's weird that he showed up today of all days? Well, it depends on what scale, like crazy. And he's at 6 out of 9. Like, what is it, like 4 out of 7? What about a contractor? Dali? Such a down name for such a gorgeous guy. He wasn't such a creep. He'd be a solid 7. Oh sure, he tries on with you and Becky. But what about me, huh? What am I, a chopped liver? Oh, chopped livers aren't that bad. Honestly, I'm destined to be alone forever, aren't I? Might as well get a cat and start knitting my own jumpers. Oh babe, don't take this the wrong way, but maybe if you weren't quite so picky, you might have even more luck. A girl should always know her worth, Honor. I wish I'd known that before I married Ryan. Anyway, let's focus. Do you think Tully's a real suspect? Don't be ridiculous. A murder? With those eyes? Those blue eyes? This is coming from the man who said Jeffrey Dahmer had a certain mystique. Is he like those ladies that were going crazy for that... Just what's his name? For that serial murder on Netflix did a documentary about him, like, earlier this year. By the way, he lived and operated in Washington. Yo, Washington check! Touché. Be honest, do you think there's a case against me? Police? How long have I known you now? 4 years? You're about as capable of murder as I'm of giving my parents a grandchild. Thanks, I never suspected you either, for the record. Ted Bundy, yeah. See, I was like, it was Bundy, by the way. You're watching Married with Children the past couple of days. I was about to say Al Bundy, I was like, nah, that's not the one. I should hope not. Besides, if I was going to kill someone, I'd do it with far more flair. Blunt force trauma to the head is just so straight, you know? Here, look at that apple. What do you think? You really need to clear out that bag, babe. You know, I haven't seen that show in like a decade. I'm like, yo, let's check it out. That's quite fun. I like, it's got quite a lot of boomer humor. But it's alright. Okay, 412, that's not enough. Well, you got 8. Does it like this? And we got 10 too. So we know that we are gonna have something over here. There's gotta be gap. This is 4, this is 1. Easy. Now, here's the 5, so there's a gap. And we're gonna have a 5. So no matter what, we're gonna have in here. Even if we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Get these. We're gonna be 7. We start 7 here. This is 6, this is 7. No, this is gonna be like this. Just need to figure out where this 7 is. And same stuff over here. I've never seen Hogan's Heroes. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of episodes of Golden Girls. It's all on Hulu. Both Golden Girls and Married with Children. Alright, we're gonna have some 6. It could be this one. Even if you start 6 here. Yeah. Well, we've got 2. Same thing over here. If you don't know about this one, 4122, let's go. What about, well, this is 3, so this one is done. Okay. Actually have to do 4 over here. We've got 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna be that 1. There's gonna be 5, and there's gonna be 5. We don't know here, we don't know there. We got a bunch of 1s. It's gonna be like this, yeah. So nothing can be over here. I need to do 1 somewhere. Well, this is gonna be 2, so it's gonna be like this. Yes. And we've got 7. No, this is just 6. Yeah, we got 7. Let's go. Again, for 5, no matter what, it's gonna look like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is 5. How about here? This is 5, so nothing can be over here. Again, nothing can be over here. There's gonna be 2. This is 5. Let's go. And this is finished. So we gotta put 5 over here. It's 1. It's 5. Yeah. Yeah, Murder She Wrote. Yeah, that's a blast from the past. I actually think that she was doing all the murders, or she had some serious curse on her, because wherever she went, someone died. You know, like, the lady should have stopped traveling. Like Jessica Fletcher. What's this liquid on her? That's coffee. I don't know how I got through the day without it. I see. So it's kind of a fuel like gasoline? Kind of, but it tastes better. Or at least it's supposed to. The stuff from our coffee machine, yada yada. Yeah. She was just so much into writing the murders that she just started murdering on her own. And no one would suspect her, right? Because everyone was dying around her, and like after first 20 murders that happened around her, they were like, yeah, it just happens, like, we don't even suspect her anymore. Yeah, it's too complicated. Let's move it. I think that we could do like one more puzzle, and then move on to the geoguessr. We already talked to him. Anything new? Yeah, present evidence. Here. Have a screwdriver. Alright. Maybe we can solve all the investigations over here. Look! A floor! 8. Do we have another 8 anywhere? Oh, we got 7. We know that this is gonna be 3, this is gonna be 2. Is done. 2, bam, 1, 2, 3. Bam. Yeah, this is 9, so that's even better. So 1, bam. It's actually 3. It's 2, bam. Bam, bam, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, what have we solved? So we got 1. We need to find 2. Well, it can be either here or there. That's not helpful. We got 2 and 1. And this can be pretty much anywhere. Ah, this one is done. It's pretty cool. Oh, new map for Geo? What are you working on? What is the theme? So this could be one. There's quite a few. Actually, no, we are done with this one. So it's like this. Is it gonna be empty? Because we don't need any more ones. Oh yeah. Again, this is gonna be here. You know there are gonna be at least some over here. This is gonna be, well. And this is gonna be 3. One of these. And there's gonna be 4. Well, we can do 4 like this. So we don't know about this yet. And this can be 2 or this can be 2. It's gonna be 2, 1, 2. Well, we know that there is 4. Okay. This one is finished. Bam. Bam. That means that this is 3. Which gives us 4 over here. Oh, I see now. You can do either one over here or over there. What do we have over here? 1. Well, there's definitely 1 over here. Which means that there is 1. Which means that this is our 3. This means that this is empty. Gee, my brain. We can do 1 blank and 1, or we can do 2 here. 1 and 1, or 1 and 1. And then 1 and 1. What am I missing? Confusing locations. All right, it's kind of like look again. Yeah, these are pretty fun. They're only confusing. Well, oh, we know that it's gonna be somewhere around here. So these are picked. Yeah, that's what I should do. So can it be here? Which means that it's like this. Yes. Can it be this? Cool, we've got this. 1 and 1. 1 and 1, and this is done. Thing like this. Oh, no. I see now. This is 2. 3. Let's go. You found ID card. It's still just a D-rate detective. It's an ID card. He seems to be quite forgetful with his belongings. Oh, that's Bill's again. Wait a second, this card says it's a Gridmore Studios ID, but I don't recognize the design at all. Do you think it's fake? Sorry, owner, I have no reference to compare against. Perhaps there is some more. Perhaps there is some more familiar, someone more familiar with these cars who can help. Show him the card. Look. Hey, isn't that Tali in this photo? Oh. Yeah, I think it's his ID card, but I don't recognize the design. Any ideas? Sorry, doesn't look like any studio ID I've ever seen. Maybe try asking Bill? He checks those things every day. Yeah, right, he totally checks them out. Well, so we need to find a Bill. Is he again in the office? Yeah, there he is. Miss Mizrahi, you're still here? Question. Hi Bill, how's it going? Still guarding the crime scene, huh? Yeah, Detective of course wasn't too happy about me going to get that tape. I had to talk him out of cuffing me to the desk. Not that kind of story. I'm sorry, Bill. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Oh, don't mention it. I'm just glad you're off the hook. I always knew you had nothing to do with what happened to Blake. Thanks, it's good to have you on my side. You and Scout make a great team. It's a shame you can't help Detective Cross with the rest of the investigation. Yes, we can. That's exactly what we are doing. You are? But he seemed really mad at you guys. Kept saying things like, that damn vigilante and her flying computer. Well, he didn't exactly give us permission, but there's something bigger behind Blake's death, and we have to find out what. Oh geez, Detective Cross isn't going to like that. No one's supposed to touch anything here. Don't look at me like that. I just don't want to make Detective Cross angry again. I don't think my blood pressure can handle this. Or his. Yeah, have you ever seen Tali before? No, I don't think I have, and I never forget a face. But it's not too unusual for contractors. They come and go all the time. He certainly looks big enough to big enough to kill someone. But why would Blake pick a fight with a contractor? What's your opinion of John Redfern? Oh, we get kids trying to sneak into the studio all the time. I think he just picked the wrong day to try and get an autograph. You don't think he seems kind of intense? Oh, they're all like that. If you ask me, the kid got lost and now he's a murder suspect. His poor mother is probably worried sick. I had to even consider it, but it's possible Becky killed Blake. Did you know what they are fighting over her contract? Huh. Becky killed someone? But she's so nice. Have you met Becky? I know she seems rude sometimes, but I think there is a heart of gold in there somewhere. She probably just wants to be understood. Did you say the same thing about a guy from accounting who said the office is on fire a couple of years ago? Well, you can expect me to be right all the time, can you? Yeah. What do you make of this ID card, Bill? That's a nice card. Feel the weight of that laminate? They don't make them like this anymore. I had an uncle who was a big shot in the lamination industry, you see, and he always said, forget a lamination, Bill. It says it's a Gridmore Studios ID, but it doesn't look right. Is it a fake? No, it's just an old design. They went out right around the time I started working here. But it was years ago. Do you really think Tali has had a studio ID for that long? It's possible, just wait here. I'll go check our files. You cannot leave! Oh, I nearly forgot. I found something under Blake's desk. Maybe that scout of yours can take a closer look. That could be evidence. Shouldn't you give it to Detective Cross? I tried, but he was so busy yelling at me for leaving the room earlier that he wouldn't listen. Will you take a look? Alright, this is gonna be the last puzzle. I'm definitely enjoying this game. A lot. Oh yeah, my brain is definitely fried. Alright. 6, 7, so we definitely have these covered. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. 2, 3, 4, bam, bam. 2, 3, 4, bam. Now we'll see about those. Let's make gaps here. This one's finished. Definitely have something here and here. Again. Got this. Oh, and it gives us stream. Cool. If you do 1, gap 2... Okay. One of these two is gonna be 1. Oops. Oh. This one has gotta be 1. Alright. How does this sound? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we have just this one. That one is given. But given that there is 1 over here and over there, I think we are pretty much guaranteed to have 1 here. Actually, 1 gap. Yeah, like this. And if you've got 1 here, I got 2. There's a gap. There's a gap, 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 gap. 2 and gap. This one is finished. Now this one. Yeah, unfortunately it's not that difficult to think about it and talk at the same time. Some of these Brainiac games are just too much for a stream. Well, this one is 2, so we've got this. And this. It's finished. Ooh. We've done it! It's a hair dye! Oh no! He dyes his hair. Who could have known? Hi! We are at rank C, as in cerebral. It is a small bottle, all full of dark liquid. Oh, is this more of the coffee you told me about earlier? I don't think you want to drink that, it's a hair dye. But what was it doing in Blake's office? Perhaps he dyed his hair. It does appear to be similar tone to Blake's. Strange. I didn't think Mr. Patterson used anything like that. Then again, we all thought my Aunt Agnes regrew full head of hair at 91, but it turned out she had gone senile and was wearing a carpet sample. Blake didn't dye his hair. Your friend Casey said he is an award-winning hair and makeup artist. Maybe you could tell us more? Good thinking. If anyone around here knows about a hair dye, it's him. Alright. Huh. Not yet. Now that Bill's gone, we finally got a crime scene to ourselves. We should scan the room and... let's talk to Duffy. Tully. Oh, hello! Tully? What are you doing here? Me, I was just... It's kinda embarrassing. Can we talk? I'm looking for my dumbbells. No, we cannot talk. Because we are